Okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ronald Devon Morris. This is file number 20-031650D. Can I have your appearance, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender. Oh, we have. Sorry, I don't know if there's a prosecutor in the courtroom, Your Honor.
There is not.
Oh. Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Ronald Morris, who is appearing separately by Zoom.
Okay. And today's the date that's set for a probation violation hearing. It's unclear to me. I recognize that the prosecutor, the county prosecutor, is appearing on the state violations. I don't know that the city had started doing that. So I've not had a city attorney appear on a violation hearing yet. So we're going to proceed. We did give a call to the city attorney's office, but no one has logged in. Okay, and so my understanding, Mr. Morris wants to have a hearing, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. There are some of these allegations that we do dispute.
Okay, which allegations are in dispute?
Your Honor, just so you know that I received the recommendations, but not the actual probation violation form for this. So I'm going off of what is listed on the register of actions. Failing to report on August 12th and September 9th, Mr. Morris provided me basically a picture of the facts that he sent through. Would use Staples, and he has the fax cover letter that shows that it was faxed to Mr. Ledesma's fax number on both the August date and the September date. So he doesn't know why that so he would contest that he didn't report with the monthly paperwork there. At least I have proof that he used Staples to fax that to Mr. Ledesma on August 12th and September 9th.
Okay, Mr. Ledesma, are you able to confirm that, whether or not that you received that information?
Your Honor, let's see, as far as that information, I just want to clarify, Mr. Ronalds, we went over his terms and conditions on the.
Can you speak up a little bit? Because I'm having an issue hearing you.
Yeah, I guess they didn't fix my. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes.
Okay. I went over Mr. Morris's terms and conditions on May 25th of 2021. And at that time, he was instructed that he needed to report via a report form that could be emailed, faxed, or sent to me. And then he also had to report via Zoom. The instructions were provided in the email. I just forwarded that email to Ms. Donnelly, but those were the instructions. So even if he sent me those forms, he didn't comply with what the requirement was, in which for every client it is to report via Zoom and with a report form.
Okay, very good. What is the other? So he's disputing that one. What's the other one he's disputing, Ms. Donnelly?
He did also provide to me proofs that he did attend the victim impact panel on it was, apologies, on, was it June 17th of this year. And he says, and Mr. Davis reports that he did also fax that to Mr. Ledesma either in June or July.
He completed in June 17th, you said?
June 17th is what this receipt and proof of attendance says, yes.
Okay, what's the other one that he's disputing?
And then believe the last allegation was failing to obtain or maintain employment. Mr. Morris reports that he has been working at Elite Cleaning Services since the end of August, and that he did report that to Mr. Ledesma.
Okay, I'm going to put you all in a private, you and Mr. Ledesma in a private meeting room. I think Lisa Hagan is logging in, but I don't think she would have this information. It doesn't sound to me like a hearing is meaningful, but you all should discuss this.
Okay.
At least, I mean, if you have proof that you can show Mr. Ledesma that he did intend victim impact, I don't know how it was communicated or sent. Maybe it got lost in cyberspace somewhere. And then if you could provide him evidence of the fact that your client's been working, that may resolve those issues. Now, as to the first issue, there still may be a dispute, and we can decide, or you can decide if you want to continue to a hearing on that one. And it sounds like you're not disputing that he failed to pay, and you're not disputing the PBT testing failing to submit to on August 6th, correct?
No, we do not dispute those, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll put you in a private meeting room. Ms. Hagan?
Yes, Your Honor.
I apologize. I don't even know that the city is participating in the probation violation hearings. The Ingham County prosecutor has taken the position that they now will prosecute the hearings for the violations on state cases. I never got any communication as to whether or not the city was doing the same. And so there is a violation hearing set for now.
Understood, Your Honor. I do believe in other courtrooms, the city attorney's office has been participating in the violation hearings. So I'd be happy to conduct the hearing if you want to move forward. If it would be possible for me to speak with Mr. Ledesma.
That's fine. We'll put you and Mr. Ledesma in a private meeting room. Right before you logged in, we were going through what the defendant is disputing. He's not disputing all of the allegations. He's disputing the allegation that he failed to report on August 12th and September 9th, but it sounds like that issue probably is still unresolved because he's stating he faxed a report form, but this sounds like he was supposed to do both reporting by form and via Zoom. There is a failure to complete the victim impact. My understanding is that there is proof that he had that and that he could provide that to Mr. Ledesma now, if that's the case. And then there is a violation that he failed to obtain, maintain employment. The other violations, they're not disputing. So my understanding is that they would be pleading to those. So I don't know if this is something that can be resolved short of a hearing, but it sounds like that's a possibility. I'll put you and Mr. Ledesma in a room first, and then when you're ready, I can add Ms. Donnelly, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll put you in room 2 and Mr. Ledesma in room 2.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can I also get another breakout with Mr. Morris, considering that we had the new information about the first two allegations?
Yeah, you're actually both already in room 1, so you can just head back to that room.
All right, Mr. Morris, at the bottom of your screen will be the breakout room button. You just have to hit that again to join our room. You're muted.
Do I hit leave and go to
No.
breakout room?
No, there should be a separate button at the bottom that says breakout rooms.
I see one that say mute, share content, and then there's one that say more. Let me see. That's probably the more.
Click the more. It should
Okay.
be under breakout rooms when you do that.
It says meeting settings.
You don't see breakout room?
No, I don't. Hold on. I'm looking right now. Oh, yep. Join breakout room. Okay. Yep.
Okay, did you want me to add Ms. Donnelly and her client?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, and Ms. Donnelly, actually, do you want me to add your client or just you for now?
Just free for right now, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. I'll switch you to room 2.
Oh my God. Oh, that Lucy came looking for you when I got off.
Oh, they did?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got to pay them their money.
Okay, Ms. Donnelly, do you need to speak to your client or are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, it seems like we have come to a point in which we will need to adjourn this for additional allegations.
Okay.
I would like to speak with Mr. Morris, yes, because with more information, I would like to speak to him, but it does seem like,
Okay, I'm just trying to clarify. So, Mr. Ledesma, are you saying that there's some potential new violations coming?
Yes, Your Honor, based on the information that I have, there's new violations that are going to be should be issued. But my hope was to avoid that.
Okay, I'm gonna put Miss Donnelly back in room 1. And Mr. Morris, you're already in room 1, so you'll just go back to breakout rooms and you can enter in there and talk privately with your attorney. Are you ready, Ms. Donnelly, for me to bring your client back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll adjourn this matter since there seems to be some new potential violations pending.
Your Honor, I'm
That's what you're
sorry.
requesting?
No, I have spoken and advised Mr. Morris, and he does wish to proceed with a plea. Today, I think Mr. Ledesma was okay with him pleading guilty to the technical violations.
Okay, let me get him. Okay, he should be back now. Mr. Morris, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Donnelly, you said that your client does want to move forward with a plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I mean, is that as to, well, maybe you should clarify which allegations he's gonna plead to. Did we resolve the issue of the victim impact panel, Mr. Ledesma?
That is correct, Your Honor. I did receive a copy of that.
Okay, so violation number 13 is withdrawn. And then violation number 14 about the employment.
Uh, I was gonna defer, Lisa, do you know what you decided on that one by chance?
It was my understanding that you did have an email that was provided to you that you responded to that indicated that he was employed. So I thought that we were withdrawing that, but with the statement that we discussed in the breakout room, if that's okay, Ms. Donnelly.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, we will be withdrawing that violation as to employment.
Okay, so violation number 3, failure to report. How is he pleading on that one?
Yes, Your Honor, he will be, he does not dispute that he did not, he failed to report as directed on August 12th and September 9th.
Okay, and then the failure to pay fines and costs, is he going to be pleading guilty on that one?
Yes, with explanation.
Okay, and failing to submit to PBT your analysis testing on August 6th at Adam.
Yes,
Is he
with,
gonna be
yeah,
guilty? Okay, and Mr. Morris, that's accurate. You intend to plead guilty to those 3 violations?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Morris, you have the right to have a contested hearing today. You have the right to have the city attorney and the probation department bring sufficient evidence to establish the burden that you did violate the terms of your probation by failing to report monthly on August 12th and September 9th, by failing to pay fines and costs in the amount of $496.27 as of September 4th, with a total amount due of $800.27, and by failing to submit to PBT and or your analysis testing on August 6th at Adam. And if you are to have your hearing and you're found to be guilty, or if you plead guilty, you are subject, sir, to additional sanctions. Your probation can be continued, your probation can be extended. I could impose additional sanctions, or you could be terminated and sent to jail to serve some jail time. Those are all possibilities that you should understand before moving forward with your guilty plea. You understand that?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
And you want to waive your right to hearing today so that you can enter a guilty plea to those 3 violations?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anybody promising you anything to get you to waive your rights?
No, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, as to the violation that you failed to report to probation on August 12th and September 9th as directed, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Okay, and so your report dates, those are supposed to be the 2nd Thursday of each month, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and on August 12th, did you report as directed to your probation officer?
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Okay, and so what did you do, or what did you not do that didn't qualify as you reporting on that date? I understand you did submit some documentation, that's correct?
Yes, I didn't report via Zoom. I misunderstood it. I was supposed to report through Zoom and fax, I believe. Not
Okay, and is that the same case for September 9th?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you faxed, but you did not report via Zoom due to your misunderstanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, as to violation number 6, it states that you failed to pay fines and costs of $496.27 as of September 4th. How do you plead as to that violation?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, were you sentenced to pay fines and costs by this court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did probation tell you that you need to make monthly payments?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Okay, have you been making monthly payments at all?
No, I haven't, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's still the case now? You still have not made any payments?
No, ma'am.
Why is that?
Your Honor, it was hard for me finding some employment. As of right now, still to this day, my father, he had a stroke in September. He's still hospitalized. I was like, my little tools and fuels that I do had, I helped him. Cause like I just been catching the bus everywhere I go and have to, catch rides. So my financial situation, I'm not, I don't have a lot of money like that, but I didn't, plan to just forget about it totally entirely at all, man. I'm still employed right now trying to, I could, but at that point in time, Your Honor, I didn't, no excuses. I didn't make no payments.
Okay, and as to the violation that you failed to submit to PBT and or your analysis testing back on August 6, 2021 at Adam, according to Adam, there was an invalid test due to non-payment, resulting in the urine sample being discarded. How do you plead, sir?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, and as part of your probation, were you ordered to undergo PBT and or urinalysis testing?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you informed to report to testing on August 6, 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you report?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I paid it. I think it was 26, and I had $22 on me, and I paid it. Then I guess I had a week, but I went and I paid it on my next drop. That's what, and then it got discarded. I had owed $4 for it. I didn't know. I thought I could just pay it on my next drop, but I guess it was a week, like, to pay the money.
Okay, so you didn't pay the full amount and within the allotted time. Is that your testimony?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Hagan, any additional questions?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Donnelly, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Recommendation was to terminate probation and jail time left to the court's discretion. Mr. Ledesma, there's still going to be additional violations pending?
Your Honor, well, it was my understanding that there was going to be, there's going to be a new violation issued for additional violations that should have been brought to the court's attention today. However, I wasn't here when this information was provided to the defense attorney and the prosecutor on this case, Your Honor. So,
Okay,
but yes, there is additional.
This was not a violation that I've already signed, correct?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. Okay, well, based on well, Ms. Sonley, did you want to address the court for the court imposed sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Briefly, we don't have any objections to the recommendation. Mr. Bailey, or Mr. Morris was sentenced to 6 months probation back in May. So, and so he would, his probation would be ending this month, and then he has completed the substantive requirements of attending the VIP. He is working. Like he said, he just all he owes is he owes money, and he's been helping his grandma pay rent. And unfortunately, his brother, Mr. Johnson, passed away last Monday in a shooting. So he does feel like he has gotten some benefit from probation. So like you said, we don't have any objections to recommendations, Your Honor.
When's the last time he tested at Adam? I'm sorry, at Pat. When was the last time he tested?
So, Your Honor, he's testing at Adam. And
Oh, okay.
the last scheduled test or the actual test time he tested?
The last time that you received results for him testing?
Yeah, that was October 4th of 2021.
October 4th?
Correct.
Okay, did he test in September?
He did test once in September.
Okay, are these allegations that are pending about his testing?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, then my concern is this is an OWI case. He was given 6 months of probation. The primary concern is to make sure there's no issue with substance abuse and that it's being addressed. But if we're not getting results, either because he's not reporting or because he did not pay to have the samples tested, then the court's not satisfied that he's complied enough for the court to terminate his probation. I recognize that he's had some hardships, and the court's not going to discount that. I send my condolences to you and Mr. Morris, based on the loss of your brother, I believe it was, a recent family member.
Yes.
You still have a responsibility here. This responsibility has been before you since May. And had you been compliant, we would not be having this type of hearing now. So I'm going to extend your probation because you need to test, and you test regularly, and the court wants to see the results of those tests. All right, so is there something else going on that you need to attend to? Because I need to see that you're listening and not walking around looking elsewhere.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm here. I'm sorry. I just have a bad habit. I'm sorry about that, ma'am. I'm very attentive.
Okay,
I'm
thank you.
sorry.
No problem. So, so because of that, the court is going to extend your probation for another 90 days for the purposes of your continued testing. I need to see some test results or a lack of any violation of your test results for a 90-day period. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And then if there are going to be new allegations of potential violations, we'll address that at this time. But for now, the probation is extended for 90 days. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record?
Your Honor, would it be possible to get a test completed today or by tomorrow? 24 hours?
Yes. Mr. Morris,
Yes.
you need to go and test within the next 24 hours.
Okay, it's gonna test positive, Your Honor. I thought I was going to jail. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was going to jail today. I didn't. I thought it was over with. That's why I asked. I would rather. I'm just overwhelmed with it. I didn't, it wasn't my fault for leaving or nothing like that. I just was like, once I got violated, I just gave up. I felt like, just the misunderstanding part. So yes, I have fell back into relapse and I smoke marijuana and it's gonna be dirty. I don't want to lie to you or waste your time while I'm here.
Okay, thank you for the admission. You go report the testing within 24 hours, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Any
right.
additional matters for the record?
Your Honor, based on this information, could we add the term condition of probation to complete counseling as directed by probation?
Well, we don't have any information at this point, but he's already has an order, I believe, that he's supposed to. Let me look at this judgment of sentence. It should have said that he's supposed to complete any programming. I don't see that was ordered. I will order that he complete any test programming as ordered by probation. And that will include treatment for substance abuse. Any other requests, Mr. Ledesma?
No, Your Honor, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Morris. Don't forget to go and test within the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Donnelly and Mr. Hagan. Ms.
Thank you.
Hagan. Thank you, Mr. Morris.